everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, is privy to the information that Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, is pregnant with Michael Corinthos's, Rory Gibson, baby. Nina has decided not to use this information in the custody battle between Michael and her daughter, Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, because she doesn't want to hurt Sasha. However, Sasha could betray her in court. Nina will have a change of heart. Someone could clue Deanne Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, in on the fact that Drew and Nina were having sex before he took up with Willow, as several people in Port Charles know. Deanne would wonder if Sasha is aware of this, as she is close with Nina. She would plan to ask her in cross-examination, hoping to expose this and help Michael win his case. Sasha is called to stand by Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, and at first, there is no damage done to Willow's case. Sasha is there to tell the truth and nothing but. However, Deanne decides to decimate her in cross-examination and asks her if she knows anything damning about Drew Kane. Sasha would hesitate at first, but Deanne would force her to admit the truth about Drew and Nina's sexual relationship. Nina would be horrified, as would Drew. Willow would be devastated and shocked to learn that her own mother slept with the man she loves. Now that Sasha has exposed the truth about her and Drew, Nina would decide that all bets are off. Her daughter no longer wants anything to do with Drew, but she would have to ensure that Willow wins custody away from Michael. She would tell Rick that she knows that Michael is actually the father of Sasha's baby, and they are keeping it under wraps. She would tell him to use it against Michael when he takes the stand. Rick would seize the opportunity. Once Rick gets Michael on the stand, Michael would be forced to admit the truth that he is Sasha's baby. Nina would give Sasha a look letting her know that this is payback for outing her and Drew. Sasha and Nina would never be the same after this. Michael's case would weaken as Sasha's secret has been exposed. There is no telling what will happen now that all these revelations have come to light. Things are about to get messy in Port Charles as long-buried truths explode to the surface. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, finds herself cornered once again, but this time, not by Carly Corinthos, Laura Wright, or Sonny, Morris Bernard. This time, it's Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, who turns Nina's world upside down. After weeks of suspicion and private tension, Sasha finally exposes the secret she's been sitting on, her steamy entanglement with Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson. And its consequences are swift, shocking, and potentially game-changing. Sasha's breaking point. After months of putting herself back together, Sasha is finally regaining control over her life. Her work at Deception is back on track, her mental health is stable, and for the first time in a long time, she's living without constant grief hanging over her. But even as she rebuilds, there's been one lingering shadow, Nina. Sasha never truly forgave Nina for her manipulations during her fake daughter storyline, but she tried to keep the peace, mostly for Willow's sake. However, everything changes after Sasha overhears a hushed conversation between Nina and Drew at the Metro Court. What starts as curiosity turns into jaw-dropping revelation when she hears just enough to piece together the truth. Drew and Nina had a secret affair while he was still healing from his prison sentence, and while Carly was trying to reconnect with him. Sasha's first instinct is to walk away. What Nina and Drew do is none of her business, right? But the more she thinks about it, the more enraged she becomes. Carly has been nothing but supportive of Sasha. She gave her a second chance when no one else would, helped her fight through addiction, grief, and mental health challenges. And Drew. He was supposed to be someone she trusted. Knowing he betrayed Carly with Nina feels like a knife in the back. Still, Sasha knows no one will believe her without proof. One photo, 8,000 problems. It doesn't take long before Sasha finds the smoking gun, a photo taken by a tabloid photographer that never made it to print. A friend at a media outlet sends it to her after some digging. It shows Nina and Drew in an intimate embrace at a private cabin outside of Port Charles from a few months back. It's not graphic, but it's clear enough. More damning, the date lines up perfectly with the time Drew and Carly were quietly trying to work things out. With the photo in hand, Sasha is torn. Exposing the affair could burn bridges, but it could also free Carly from yet another layer of betrayal. After a sleepless night, Sasha decides the truth matters more than Nina's comfort. Sasha confronts Nina, and it's explosive. Sasha storms into Crimson during one of Nina's editorial meetings and asks for a private word. Nina, startled but cordial, obliges, expecting a professional conversation. She doesn't get one. "You always act like you've turned a corner," Sasha begins, voice steady but cold. "Like you've grown. But the truth is, you're still the same manipulative woman who always finds a way to destroy the people around you." Nina tries to dismiss it, but Sasha pulls out her phone and shows her the photo. "You were sleeping with Drew while Carly was trying to love him again," Sasha says bluntly. "And you let her believe you were just her friend." Nina is stunned silent for a moment before she scrambles to defend herself. "It was a mistake. We didn't plan it. We were both in a bad place and it happened. But it's over. It meant nothing." Sasha shakes her head. "You don't get to decide what it meant for Carly, or Drew, or me." Nina's eyes narrow. "So what? You're going to run and tell Carly? Blow up everything because of a one-night stand?" "It wasn't one night, Nina," Sasha says flatly. "And yes, I am going to tell her. Because for once, Carly deserves to know the truth before someone stabs her in the back again." Carly's world shifts, again. When Sasha sits down with Carly at Kelly's and lays it all out, Carly doesn't react the way Sasha expects. She's quiet. Too quiet. Then she says, "I knew something was off. I just didn't want to admit it." Carly always trusted Drew to be different from Sonny. Less secretive, less emotionally impulsive. But now she realizes she's once again fallen for a man who put his ego before honesty. Later, when she confronts Drew, he doesn't deny it. He tries to explain. He was emotionally raw. He felt like Carly was pushing him away, and Nina was there, offering comfort when he needed it. But Carly's not interested in excuses. She tells him that he should have come clean the second things got serious again between them. "You say it didn't mean anything," Carly says. But hiding it meant everything. She walks away, for good this time. Nina's guilt. And her reversal. After the fallout, Nina spirals. She's lost Drew's trust, Sasha's friendship, if she ever truly had it. And she knows Carly will never speak to her again. But the real shock comes when Sonny hears about it. Sonny isn't angry, he's cold. Distant. The light in his eyes when he looked at Nina is gone, replaced by the storm clouds of disappointment. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't yell. He just says, "You always find a way to ruin peace, Nina. Even your own." Those words haunt her. Nina finally goes to Willow, Catelyn McMullen, hoping for some kind of redemption. But Willow tells her that this time, she needs to take accountability by doing something, not just apologizing. It's in that moment Nina makes a surprising decision. She's going to walk away from Crimson, step back from the spotlight. Focus on repairing herself instead of chasing control. But before she goes, she makes one last move, one that surprises even Sasha. A gift of truth. Nina finds Sasha at Deception and gets her an envelope. "It's the rights to the original Crimson photo shoot you did when you first came to Port Charles," Nina says. "You were my star. You are a star. You deserve to own your image." Sasha is taken aback. "Why are you doing this?" "Because it's the one good thing I ever did that wasn't about me," Nina replies quietly. "And maybe if I can start there, I can find something worth saving in myself." What's next? With Drew and Carly officially over, questions swirl about who Carly will turn to next. Will Jason, Steve Burton, re-enter the picture in a deeper, more romantic way? His quiet support during Carly's heartbreak hasn't gone unnoticed, and with his own shadows to reckon with, the two might find themselves drawn closer than ever. As for Nina, her self-imposed exile might not last. Port Charles has a way of pulling people back into the fray. But this time, maybe she'll come back stronger, not sneakier. And Sasha. She's finally stepping into her power, not just as a survivor, but as a woman who's no longer afraid to expose the truth, no matter how ugly it is. Because in Port Charles, secrets never stay buried for long. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.